Committee will now hear from the distinguished representative of Pakistan, His Excellency Khalil Hashmi. The floor is yours, sir.
Mr. Chairman, we align ourselves with this NAM statement. Within the broader international arms control architecture, the conventions outlawing biological and chemical weapons represent significant milestones in normative, institutional, and operational terms. Even as the BWC and CWC regimes have largely advanced their goals, both continue to face opportunities and challenges due to the rapid advances in the fields of biology and chemistry, as well as their intersection with emerging technologies. We share the concerns over the possibility of acquisition, production, and use of chemical and biological materials as well as technology by non-state actors, and in some cases by states as well. We agree that sensitive technologies and materials should be adequately regulated to guard against their uses incompatible with the purposes of the BW or CW conventions. However, this objective cannot justify control measures which impede legitimate uses of biological or chemical sciences, equipment, and technology among state parties for demonstrably peaceful purposes. It is vital to restore balance and even-handedness in the implementation of the export control regimes. Non-discriminatory implementation of the BWC and CWC, national physical protection measures, and international assistance and cooperation are key tools to prevent non-state actors from acquiring, producing, or using these weapons. We support the proposal for negotiating an international convention to combat acts of chemical and biological terrorism in the CD. Mr. Chairman, the BWC regime remains distinct even after 5 decades of its inception. It has registered progress in strengthening the normative framework. Its organizational and institutional arrangements have evolved, yet its full potential needs to be leveraged by advancing its promotional and institutional arrangements. The next review conference and the forthcoming 50th anniversary of the convention present worthwhile stock-taking and transformational opportunities to chart a vibrant roadmap for the next 50 years of this regime. The COVID-19 pandemic laid bare the fragilities of the global public health architecture, including the intersecting issues of life sciences, viruses, and infectious diseases. There are important lessons for the BWC regime from the pandemic, that is, the mutually reinforcing nature of its prevention and protection aspects, as well as the urgency of amplifying international assistance and cooperation in the field of life sciences. Pakistan remains committed to the full, effective, and balanced implementation of the BWC. We have contributed to the convention, including by presiding over its review conference. We will continue to engage with the BWC community constructively. Mr. Chairman, we consider the UNSC's mechanism as an important operational tool for investigating complaints of alleged use. We view the CBMs as a tool for increasing transparency and building trust and confidence among state parties. However, neither the UNSC mechanism nor the CBMs can substitute for assessing compliance by states parties, nor the widely supported proposal for concluding a legally binding verification protocol under the BWC. We wish to note that the UNSC mechanism remains an operational tool after its occurrence. However, concluding a verification protocol would ensure that biological and toxin weapons are never developed, produced, stockpiled, or otherwise acquired or retained, thereby precluding their use by states parties. Mr. Chairman, Pakistan remains committed to advancing the goals of CWC. We continue to actively participate in the work of the OPCW. We firmly believe in preserving the effectiveness, objectivity, and credibility of the OPCW and its verification regime. OPCW should be strengthened to deal with the ongoing and future challenges within the confines of the convention, while according priority to the complete destruction of declared as well as abundant chemical weapons. Pakistan condemns the use of chemical weapons by anyone, anywhere, and under any circumstances. Those responsible for such acts must be held accountable. OPCW's role in dealing with cases of chemical weapons use should remain fully compliant with the provisions of the Convention. Extending the Secretariat's remit towards attribution is inconsistent with the technical nature of its work. Mr. Chairman, access to and the use of biology and chemistry remains critical to the economies and societies of developing countries. The potential dual nature of the emerging technologies in these areas should not be used as a pretext for proscribing or restricting their availability to developing countries. Striking a balance between addressing new risks and keeping avenues of assistance and cooperation open is essential. I thank you.